camping. So I'm definitely going to be uploading a video very soon of how our experience went today, going to look at places. So make sure that you check it out. We have lots more places to look at. So make sure you watch all the videos. But yeah, it's about that time. I've been here for a year. Can you believe it? So it's about that time to start looking for new places. So yeah, it's very tedious. Very, very, very tedious work. But I think it's worth it, and I think it's really dope because a lot of these apartment complexes be hidden. Like, you would never know some of this stuff is in these apartment complexes because they just look like regular complexes. And then when you go inside of them and you see all of the amenities, it's crazy. Crazy. So yeah. We went to go see one yesterday. We went to go see one today. We have a couple on Monday, supposed to have a couple on Tuesday, but I don't know if we're even gonna need Tuesday. So guess we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get some new energy, go to a new space, just see what that's about. See what that's about. I feel like I really, really, really love this space. I feel like it's going to be incredibly hard to try to beat it. But yeah, I mean, I just think it's time for something new. I think it's time for something new. So I think that I do want to stay in this area though. Like, I like my general neighborhood. I think it's a good distance from downtown. I think it's a good distance from the airport. I think it's really close and a good distance from a lot of things. So I do not want to leave my neighborhood, but I do want to try a new apartment complex, because to think that I have the best one in the whole city doesn't make sense, right? There's got to be something better. There's got to be something more. So I want to see what's better. I come to Thailand and just get the one thing and just stick with the jank. I want to see what's better. Like the place that we went to go look at today, dope. Okay, dope. The only thing is the units that they got, they had 2 units available. The units that they got were tiny. I need like a bigger unit. So I'm open to seeing if they have because the building that I went to go look at today is brand new. Like, nobody has never lived in there before, the people that live in there now. And they have lots of units that aren't even done yet, right? So I think that there's gotta be 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms and bigger 1 bedrooms, so I would be really interested to see, if that's true. But I gotta do some more research. I'm not doing enough research, so I am not completely fully aware of every apartment in the city, right? If y'all have ever been to Bangkok, there are apartments everywhere, right? The only really way to know that it's an apartment complex there is to either go into the subdivision or down the street, or to see it from aerial, because sometimes from the main street you don't even know an apartment or a building is back there. For example, my house now is really busy on this main street, right? But the only thing that you see from the street is an but a under construction hotel. Well, my apartment is behind the hotel, so you got to turn into the little parking lot, and you got to come around the corner, and you got to go back. And then when you come around the corner, it's like, ooh, here's my place. So I feel like there's so many apartments, like even in my neighborhood, that I probably have never seen. So that's my goal, because when I was driving home today, I saw a lot of them that I had never seen before. I wanted to make sure that I was like really diligent on paying attention. Thought I saw something. On paying attention to like what buildings were around the neighborhood that I've never seen. So I am going to look into all of those. I'm okay with my neighborhood and the neighborhood beside me, and I'm okay with this one this way, but I feel like everything this way, because it's like on the other side of this highway, I don't feel like there's really like high buildings with good views. Let me show y'all my view. Hold on. Y'all see? It's like nothing really blocking it. This is my building. So this isn't necessarily blocking the view. That's part of the building. But look at that. It's beautiful. So like it's hard to find like unobstructed views like that, which is why I do kind of want to stay in this area, because I feel like if I stay in this area, it's going to ensure that I am somewhere where I can still get a view. That's the important part. I want a view. Now, it doesn't have to be a view of like the city necessarily, right? But what I don't want to see is in somebody's apartment complex. That's what I don't want a view of. You know what I'm saying? A view of like, I don't know what somebody did today. Like, I don't want to see them getting dressed. I don't want them to see me getting dressed. Like, no. So I want to make sure that the place is like facing the sunset also, which I know is like super weird. Like, why does it matter which direction? Because I want to see it. So right now my place has the sun where I can see the sunrise from my window or from my bed. So like if my bed is facing this direction, the sun is rising in my window, like the physical sun. I can see the actual sun from my window. So that was great, right? I loved it. Great. But I want to see what the other option is, right? Which is where you can see the sun set because you're on the other side of the building. I never get to watch sunset. Now, does it go from light to dark and I notice? Yeah, but I don't actually get to see the sunset. I either have to go to the roof or to one of the other outdoor spaces to see it. I can't really see it from my house. So I really want a unit that is sunset facing. I want to do videos and go live when it's sunset. And I feel like a lot of times I come out here like I am now. The sun is about to set probably in like maybe an hour or so. I come out here because this is the best place to watch the sunset. It's nice out. I think it's like 80 some degrees right now. Hence the reason I'm in the pool. Pool feels amazing. Like, I don't know. It's going to be pretty hard to beat. It's going to be pretty hard to beat. I love it here. I do. Okay, don't fall. Work, don't stop. Yeah, so I need to do some more research today for apartments because I'm going to be looking up some apartments to go look at on Monday. That's my goal. My goal is to see 4, honestly, because right now, the place we saw today is winning, okay? So I think, I knew that was gonna happen. It's so wet. It's so blown out though. Crap. Well, I got that wet too. Hold on. Did it zoom in on me? Okay, now let's try this again. Can I set it here? Okay, that's dry. Oh crap, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Okay. Yeah, there we go. It's me jumping at the phone. Okay, there we go. Whew. What was I saying? My phone falling made me lose my train of thought. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm excited because the budget has not gone up. The budget is the budget. But I am excited about just seeing like what more I could get for my money, if that makes any sense, right? And I'm definitely going to do a tour of my apartment when it's done. So, if you're interested, you coming to Thailand, let me know, okay? But yeah, I'm going to do like a tour video of my apartment once it's cleaned out. Or maybe I should do a tour of it when it got stuff everywhere. Maybe I'll do that so that people can see what it looks like to be lived in. And since I'm a move, it's not no big deal about people knowing what it is or what building it is. Yeah. My hair has been doing so good. Y'all see the curls? I know this is like side note. But look, they are like thriving. This ugly brown color needs to go. I could probably stay in the dyed black. Which for real, I don't think that's a bad idea at all, actually. Oh, I'm going to be doing a whole lot more, how can I say it? Like doing stuff like while I'm going live. I know a lot of times I get on here and talk, but like for example, if I need to dye my hair, I'm gonna like dye my hair on live. You know, like I want an apartment that's gonna be able to give me like more space in the common areas. You know, and it's not that this one doesn't have a lot of space in the common areas, but like what I noticed at my current place is there is like one co-working room, right? And although the co-working room is pretty big, it's really still just like one room with like one separate office. And I think there more co-working space is a necessity, right? Because I don't always want to be looked at. I don't always want to be heard. I don't always want to be seen. If somebody's in one space and I want to go to another one, like I want there to be another option, you know? So like I feel like that's one of those things where I want options, you know? I want different spaces. I don't want to be sequestered to this one space, you know? Like same thing with the view. The view there is great for like sunset, but all of the tables and stuff is not over there where the view is. Like they don't have spaces where you can actually work, you know, where you can actually put a laptop and sit with a table comfortably. Nobody really thought about that, right? Like the tables that they have there they're not like work tables, right? And I think the place that we went to go see today, they put a lot of effort into making sure that the tables and the chairs were really good for you to actually be sitting there to work. You know, like I don't want to necessarily be sitting up in my house all the time. I would love to go somewhere and work, but I wanted to be somewhere comfortable. Like the place today, they also had a TV. You're going to get me every time with a TV. You know why? Because I could cut my shows on just like I would in my house. Cut my little show on and just work my little life away, you know? And it's not that I really be watching TV so much as listening to it. And I feel like as long as I'm in the groove and I am keeping my routine, I'm super productive. So I'm really excited about finding a new place where I can be really, really productive. I'm also hoping that it has 2 pools, because this place that I live at now has 2 pools. Um, so maybe that's just wishful thinking. But the place we went to see today had 2 pools. So I don't think having 2 pools is a lot to ask for. But I think the 2 pools is good, because sometimes kids be in the fucking pool. And my bad, but I don't want to be splashed on. You see me? I'm fully clothed. Fully clothed. I got on jeans. You think I want your kid in here splashing, making a mess, getting me wet? No. No. Sure don't. So, yeah. This view behind me is sick. It is like gorgeous. I wish y'all could see it, but I feel like the camera is really not doing it justice right now. I'm not gonna lie, this sewing feel like it's coming out of my head, but I don't think that's necessarily the best thing. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Oh, you know something else? I like here how the food drop-off station is inside. And I know that sounds like, well, duh, where else would it be? Sometimes there's a table outside of each building, and that's where they put your food. So I'm also hoping, like, sometimes my food goes to the place next door. So I'm also hoping that, like, my food goes to my apartment. Like, for example, the one we went to look at today, there were no apartments next door, right? So you don't have to worry about your food getting dropped off to the wrong building or to the wrong place or any of that stuff. So I feel like that's going to be something that's super important that I'm looking for, that I'm asking questions about. Oh, and the neighbors. The apartment we went to look at today was brand new. I mean, brand spanking new. I think there might have been 1 or 2 people on the whole floor. The whole floor, which means you ain't got no neighbors. You don't got nobody across the hall. You don't got nobody down the hall. It's you and 1 other person. Quiet. Peaceful. I love that. I loved that. We saw probably like 20 people working. We saw 20 people cleaning, fixing things, security, office people. I think we might have saw 2 people who live there. In all 4 buildings. There were 4 buildings. A, B, C, D. 4 buildings. And we saw 2 people who lived there. So that means 1 or 2 things. Either the majority of the people who live there, which is not a lot because the building is brand new and it's majority not completed yet, which means it's majority not a bunch of people, living in a bunch of the units. But let's say that is a representation of an average amount of people who live there. You ain't gonna never run into nobody in the pool. We saw 1 person in the gym, so 3 people who live there. We saw 3 people who live there. Right now, if I went downstairs, I could probably see 3 people on the elevator. I see 3 people right now in the gym. In the gym, I see 3 people. Quiet. I love that. I love some peace and quiet. Now, I can say I do like the fact that this is a hotel, because there's a lot of people who are coming for Airbnb and coming to stay at the hotel. So I get to meet random people all the time. Like last night, I was up at like 1 o'clock in the morning or something, and I saw some random, what was it? Oh, it was some guys. They were looking for their Airbnb. But the Airbnb host gave them like some weird ass pictures, and I guess wasn't clear to them that there was a hotel beside the residence. So that building is the residence. The building I'm in is the hotel. I live in a hotel. And so they were like looking all weird, walking around in circles, just like lost puppies. And I was like, do y'all need help finding y'all Airbnb? Because I knew it was Airbnb. If it was a hotel, they would have just went to the front desk that they passed when they came in. Man, he was like, yeah, this is the picture they sent us. And I was like, that don't look familiar. So I'm assuming it's the building next door. But did they give you the name to the building? And he was like, yeah, something Siamese. And I was like, oh yeah, that's next door. So I showed them how to go out the back door and go to that property. And I'm assuming they got in because he ended up texting me. Oh, yeah, he asked for my number. Not on no weird stuff or like trying to get a talk or nothing. But he asked for my number before they left. But I looked crazy. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I know I looked crazy. I know I did. I know I did. Hey, big booty. I can't even say nothing when you say that now. Normally I'll be like, yeah, this thing is big. No, it's not. I'm taunting a whole lot. It's been 3-4 years and I ain't gained none of that weight back. Maybe like 5 pounds. You doing good. You look great. Well, thank you. That's not the goal. Trying to get my butt big, y'all. See? Look at my shorts. Look at my shorts. Look at this. Look at this. You on live? Mm-hmm. On YouTube. Okay. It's a little wet on the thing right here. Okay. But it's dry here and then it's dry on this side. Okay. I was gonna but I don't want to do that. Well, I was at first. Yeah. But I feel like the 3-4 of them who just came in is probably the ones who snitched on me last time. They weren't in here at first. Huh? I said, this is nice and cool. You feel good. It's cold. A little bit. No. Felt like it would be a good contrast, to the hotness. It's nice and, like you say, cool. And then a little breeze. Yeah. Are you excited about moving? About just having a home. Man, sleeping in that bed gonna be life, baby. You think you take naps now? Naps hit. The naps are going to hit. I'm so excited about. That's really the main thing. It's moving. No. What? The bed? I don't want it to end. The bed? No. Just the trip. Oh, okay. I think that's an easy message to convey. But I would like to I feel like I can, you know what I'm saying? It's like my body wants to just be like, because then I can do my vlog, do my vlog. Like the ideas are coming to me, of course. And it just feels like so much more path of least resistance. Like just being right there, put the goals right there. Because you really can't force it. You can't make yourself want to do something that you just genuinely don't want to do. And I might want to do it later. Don't get me wrong. I might want to do it later. But every time I thought about tucking the bowls upstairs and getting the cart and moving it, it just seemed, and it really, I'm not saying that it's a lot. It's really not a lot. It really isn't. You got an elevator, it's not that big of a deal. But it is something just about like being in my environment as I'm doing something that's so intimate to me. And that's why I said I'm glad that you're moving sooner. So you could go ahead and get that started. There's no point to delay it and then you don't have as much time as you need to get stuff done. So I think that was just God knowing like, all right, come on, let's get settled. Let's get grounded. Let's get out, it's just like straight. Before you have your place, it's like everything is, because of course you're not trying to like show off your friend's place. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to get your place in all these different angles and get me on the stairs and get me in your patio and get me. Not that there's nothing wrong with that, but that's just not. You're not trying to make your rituals the person that you're with rituals. You know what I'm saying? Like if I want to listen to meditation music in the morning, walk around, but I'm not pulling all that stuff out. I'm not pulling out my sage and my oil. And like you got your sage, you got your oil, you got the things that you use. But it's like I want to be able to show those rituals in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like just genuinely, what am I doing in the morning? So it does bring a lot of stuff
ideas that's coming up. Just everything I said, just like soft living. Like, how can I show soft living? And don't nothing get more soft living than my bowls right there with my little candles lit. You know what I'm saying? With burning my little incense. Come on, guys. Welcome to my little bowl. And it's really a little bowl. And I'm like so okay with that too. Like, I
No,
feel
I
like
think it's cute.
I think it's cute too. I think it's a good starter place. And like you said, like when you leave, if you do leave early, you just forfeit your security deposit. You know, which really isn't that bad because
It's
you're
not.
not paying that much. So if everything is working out and I decide that I want to do something different or move somewhere different, I can. You know, if everything is really, really working out, I can get that damn DTV. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Dang, that's what I want real bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That would be just like, like that. Now that is like, I think the excitement that is anticipated with the apartment, it would be my excitement with the DTV. It says two different things. Can I get an apartment here? Yes. Most people, you come here, you can get an apartment here. Can you get a DTV out this mug and know that you're straight for 5 years? Like, that's where my eyes are set. Like, that's when I just feel like, oh, I can just like, ooh, like really get comfortable. Because of course I want to get pillows and pictures and just like, you know, decorate things. And then like you're doing, like when it's time to move, just have movers move things. You know, like actually start accumulating
Stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
With stuff that I really like, you know? So I'm excited about that part for sure. But now it's just like go time. It's just like, all right, Kiara, you got that? Prepare the place. You got here. You got a lot of stuff accomplished. Now it's time to keep your eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize is the DTV. Everything else in between the DTV is just giving me more time to get the DTV, which I'm hoping that they're cool with. Like if I get the multi-tourist visa and that's 6 months, I'm hoping that they're cool with the fact that I'm just using that 6 months to then get my DTV at whatever point within it. It can be 4 months and then 6 months.
Right.
I still want to get my DTV literally as soon as I can.
Yeah.
Because the whole hopping and water runs and all of that type of stuff, it don't give me relaxed.
Yeah.
It gives me.
And I think that's my motivation. Is what do I want more than to have that feeling? Nothing. I don't want to sleep more. I don't want to get my hair done more. I don't want my feet done more. I don't want to massage more. Only thing I want to do is be here with my visa, comfortable and safe. What I got to do that? Give me a list.
Yeah.
You know, if you say, hey, I know you know you don't feel good right now, but if you push through for an hour and then went to sleep, you'll get, hey, baby, fuck this headache. You know, like just, so I'm just trying to find, that's why I set an alarm. Normally, I don't set alarms on that nap. Normally, my nap is however long God deems it necessary for me to sleep. But I was like, all right, I know it's going to feel good today. I could come out here. I said earlier, I wanted to go live early. And I also be liking to come out here and edit. Ain't no point to sit up in the house and, you know, my phone works just as good to edit out here. So I be out here for hours sometimes.
And please know, baby, you is 100 baht away. Don't, you ain't closing the door. I'm keeping the keys.
The key is $20, nigga. That you keeping my spare key.
Okay, I mean, because who else is finna keep it?
Well, don't forget the place gonna get rented out.
Okay, when that time comes, then that makes sense.
He's supposed to be here on the 27th.
God dang.
Yeah.
So you gotta be gone by the 27th?
Ideally. I'm not mad at that. That was the plan anyway. End of the month is the 28th.
You did right by saying let's look for places now. You did right because you did knock out one birdie out the nest.
Well, I mean, but honestly, I might be the harder bird. I was just going over, you know, all of my requirements and all of the little things that one of the places that we saw today hit. You know what I'm saying? Like quietness, nobody being in the hall, the place being really empty. Well, see, that's the thing though. But that's the thing. And I also mentioned this on live too, which I'm going to go and do. I'm going to go look at the apartments like website and see all the floor plans, right? Yeah. Because like I was telling them, if you see this floor right here, you see that one where the windows look different, they're short? Yeah. That's an apartment. Then the one over top of that is also just a whole apartment.
Yeah.
Also, the one over top of my floor, whole apartment. So they have different units.
Oh yeah, and she said that. She literally was like, all of these ones that you see with the
they not
stuff,
done
they're
yet.
not done
That's what
yet.
I'm saying. So like maybe there's a 2-bedroom or some duplex unit or a corner unit, you know, like I wouldn't mind being at the way end of the fucking hallway or something, you know,
oh,
like
that would be so. Can you imagine? You be, I would be so excited.
I'm not mad at that, but
Yeah.
I need a bigger space because I spend too much time up in my house.
You see what I got mine for, so it's no way, and I'm sure you'll be able to lower your budget even. You know what I'm saying? But it's no way there's not a significant price jump from the 8th floor to which you're. It's no way. It's no way. It's not a significant jump. They definitely have potential. The maintaining aspects of it is one of those places where you wouldn't mind moving to different parts because cleanliness is so huge. Oh my God, cleanliness is so huge, and I know some things can't be.
No, it's just because it's brand new. It's because it's brand new. That's a priority. They're trying to sell the property.
It's brand new, and it's also all of their living spaces. Like the fact that everywhere that you go, every place that we went, whether it was the herb place, it didn't look all broken down.
It's brand new. I was just doing the math on live about how many people I think live in that whole building, like all 4 of them. I don't think it's more than like 100 people.
I'm over here trying to look at you.
Well, I won't smoking today, so there's nothing for them to snitch on. But I just feel like it was one of them Asians who was in there the last time when the guy came over and said something to me. But it might just be because they always come around this time. So maybe that's why they look familiar. Everybody trying to be around here when the sun set. But that was racist sounding as fuck.
It was. I think just like it.
My bad, y'all. Hey, how you doing? I am my grandma's kid.
Huh?
I said I am my grandma's kid. But yeah, so many little things. So many little important things. Even the fact that it's new. I love some shit ain't nobody using, touching, wear the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that it just don't look worn down.
To be in the, that's why I've got to get this stuff straight, because I would really like for it to be like, I feel a sense of community there. Like, you know, because I'm one of the new people that come, right? It's a new place. I would like.
You're not an owner.
No, but I would like to feel a sense of community, like
how you just mean people know your name?
No, I mean like how we take care of the garden that is new. You know what I'm saying? Like how we upkeep the things that are new. Like, right? Like that you can get stuff out of the garden. Making sure that you know, just leaving it looking nice. If you drop some stuff on the ground, some herbs, some weeds on the ground, like we're the ones, whether I made the mess or somebody else made the mess, like being the person that goes over there, because we all, as a community, we like all of the benefits that we have to be, you know?
I don't know how you're going to communicate that to other people, but I do think you could do your part,
Action. You see, I'm over there, you know, every time I leave an area, it's going to be nice. You're going to see me appreciate it. Maybe you come up to the rooftop, you're going to see me meditating, sitting out there, like you're really enjoying the space, like really putting your energy out there, you know? And then, of course, we make effort for the things we want to make effort for. So I might not be able to communicate with you up front, but I'm sure I'm going to learn. If I'm living there, I'm sure I'm going to come out with the words that I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to come out with, how are you? When I'm ready to say, how are you? There's going to be somebody out there that's going to be like, oh.
Like it's a slew of people working around that bitch, so
yeah,
we have lots of people to practice.
And that was another thing. Didn't everybody seem so nice? Like the lady that came over to open the door for us, like it seemed.
Who don't like working in nice places, you know? And I was also saying how I liked how it was unsuspecting. Like from the street, you don't really notice or think that you're gonna really. It's just like a regular apartment complex. And it's not that it's not in a regular apartment complex, but like you have the 2 grand gates, you know, that like lead you to the garden, you know, which I thought that whole little garden area was super cute.
And the fact that it was quiet over there, like, I mean, talk about content heaven. So you can understand why the first thing, and that's what I got to meditate on. Because that's the only problem that I have. Is the first thing that my mind is going to is like, how can I keep it? Like I like it, but I want to keep it because I'm just like it's so easy for me to think like that garden area. Okay, that's where I'm gonna go when I want to do such and such videos. I want to go out here. My thing, I want to do this over here. Oh, okay, I want to do that over. It's like my mind is making it like its home. Like okay, let's figure out. You know, this is how I want to do on Thursdays. I go to the onsen. You know, that's my vibe for the day. You know, I have my little wine. I go take myself over there, enjoy myself, go to the steam room, you know, extra jurisdiction. If y'all already know me. Y'all know I want 2 hours. You know, like hook me up with the 2 hours. You know, I want to do the steam room and the sauna.
Don't be that black girl. If the rule says an hour, I think you should just start off doing an hour.
I might the first time. You know, just so they get to know me. But I just feel like with this sauna, I'm going to be in the steam room for at least 15 minutes. I'm going to be in the sauna for at least 15 minutes. I would assume that I would like to be in the onsen or the jacuzzi. Maybe I'm tripping. I just feel like an hour, it might be okay.
I don't think your want has anything to do with the rules. You could want to fly in that motherfucker. What that got to do with the rule? And now, if you go sign up for an hour and she says, well, you know what, we actually don't have anybody signed up today at all. So if you wanted to stay later, just go ahead and book it on the app. We'll auto approve it. Then that's a different story than her telling you, oh, you get an hour slot. And you say, well, can I sign up for 2? After she explicitly told you.
I won't say it like
I know you will.
I know you like that, but yeah, I will.
I know you will.
Because the worst thing they can say is no. But at the end of the day, the only reason I feel like that they're going to say no is if it's actually being booked.
I don't think that's necessarily true. I think it's probably to stop other people from doing same shit. Sometimes people tell you no to set a precedent, right? Now it's a dumbass rule. I'm not disagreeing with that. I agree with you on
Even
the fact
an hour and a half. I just feel like an hour to do the steam room, the sauna, and the jacuzzi. I would like to be able to.
Do I think they would let you stay for 3 hours? Yes. But I think if that was something they were cool with, they would just volunteer that information, right? You wouldn't have to like pry or ask permission because they know don't nobody use that shit. You know what I'm saying? They could probably count on 2 hands how many times somebody used this since it got finished.
How far jurisdiction is makes a difference.
Well, it's in A, where those people were sitting at the front office.
Right. So once I walk over there, because I could do like book an hour, do the sauna, do the steam room. I'm not all the way in the jacuzzi yet, and then after that hour, go back over there and say, and then that will get more into what you're saying. Because if I do that a couple of times, I go do the steam room and the sauna, and then I walk back over to jurisdiction to ask for another hour. You're right. I'm sure somebody is going to be like, you don't have to do that every time. Just let us know. We'll give you the 2. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to just feel how the energy is feeling.
Well, I'm sure the app will tell you, and the app will probably restrict you also, right? If it's not something that's approved, then the app not going to let you book 2 sessions in a day. You are going to have to go over there and ask them. But I even like the fact that there's an app, right? Because we got an app. I can't use this shit. They logged me in one time, and I ain't never had access to that motherfucker since. I don't know what happens. I don't even know what the app is for, right? What I'm making appointments for or schedule, I don't fucking know. So I love that yours has a very distinct, you know, and I feel like what would make it easier is instead of you having to go over to jurisdiction to get like some special key, if they like enabled NFC on your cell phone, once you got approved, then you just tapped your cell phone up against the little thing and it opened.
I wish you were coming with me for the whole moving process.
Mm-hmm. I think I'd just be a distraction.
No. I don't think it'd be a distraction.
I
think that's going to be a lot for my noggin. 10 o'clock in the morning with all my shit.
10:30 because she's going to be late.
Yeah, with all my stuff. I think that's going to be a lot. They're going to be handing me keys and taking my fingerprint and talking about apps. And I'm just going to try to figure out if line work again for the 18th time. Like, seems like it's going to be a lot.
I would just go ahead and get on, tell her you want to be in a WhatsApp group with her and the owner.
That's what she did online. That's what she did on. That's literally what she messaged me. She was like, please try to get your line to work because I got the owners meeting so we can all be in one chat online. So I'm like, I'm trying. But I did find out where to go to register the phone. It just said when I click on register the phone, it says please allow 24 hours. So there's that. So I might still end up asking her about WhatsApp. Can we do WhatsApp for the meantime and between time? Because it's not going to be 24 hours by the time I go at 10 a.m. That was at about 3.
I wish you had went and got that SIM card, because I feel like the SIM card is the reason why your line not working. I just don't think it's attached to the network, so it's not registering it. I mean, that's not too late either. You get a SIM card from 7-Eleven for like $7. But 7-Eleven.
Only 7-Eleven.
I don't think Lawson's got it. I think only 7-Eleven. That's the only thing I could think, because I don't know why it's not registering. But I definitely think it's attached to a phone.
They won't even let me put my number in right now.
It's half phone number. I mean,
24 numbers. But I don't think it matters what number it is. I think whatever issue is going on, it needs 24 hours to reset.
but it told you that a couple days ago.
Yeah, but that was for the email. And the email did work. It's just not working to pull up. It's just not working enough. It works for the app to open. That's about it.
That's so crazy. You could create a new account.
It won't let me. That's what's taking so long. Oh, but you know what? I could do my other phone. It's on Wi-Fi. I sure could try that.
Your account is locked. Your account is locked. But if you create a new account, then it's not going to be locked.
I can do it on Wi-Fi. And I can do my Google Voice number too for the meantime in between time.
That's right.
I'll try that out. On the other
But I
phone.
definitely think you being in that group is important. That's basically where anything in reference to that apartment is going to be. So receipts for your payments, all conversations, anything is going to be in that check.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Dang, we're gonna be out of here by the 27th. So we only got what, 7 days? How long, Sarah?
I don't know. I don't even know. I'm not stressing over the date so much as finding the right place. So if I don't like nothing between now and then, I'm not moving. I want the perfect place. I got a lot of boxes to be checked off, so yeah. But I'm not rushing to move as much as I do want to get it done. I'm not gonna be here until April.
At least you got a solid backup plan though. You like the what you call it where I stay, so you're gonna like other things. So at least that's the option, you know? And you know that's probably definitely gonna be within the price range. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely something. But I'm open.
Have you made any appointments for Monday yet?
That's actually what I'm gonna do when I get off of the off live. That and order some food. Did you order? What you get?
Same thing, curry,
Oh, you-
fried rice.
Curry? Oh, I was about to say tom yum. Okay, yeah.
Is that supposed or not? Oh, that's your
Man, I put it over there so it don't fall in the water. That's happened before. If you couldn't tell.
Yeah,
I mean, my blunt has fell in the water before.
I wouldn't be mad if you stay here either. All I know is that you just make sure it's $100. As long as it's $100.
Baby, that's only in the morning. That's only in the morning. So yeah, anytime I come over, it would definitely be me coming over early and leaving late. It would be like a day thing. Because I bet, check that bitch right now. I bet you would say $1.50.
Let me see.
And I bet you would say it's closer to like 30 minutes, 32 minutes.
Okay.
What is that?
Let's say 32 minutes on Google Maps.
See?
Let's see how much you charge on.
Both. Check the cheaper one. We're not even going to use the expensive one. I'm not even going to grab you. Because I know they is taking the arm or leg in your firstborn kid. Grab expensive, y'all. We use both around here, okay? Especially when... What? How much you say? How much you say? How much you say?
Hold on.
How much you say?
Let me
Tell
go
me.
to vote. Let me go to vote.
What is Graham saying? Just for shits and giggles.
245.
$245 for a ride that we got for 112 baht earlier. $245. And you think you gonna call my ass at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and be like, hey, you wanna come over? No.
Okay, but boat is 113.
Okay, so that's about the same price that we paid earlier. I think that's fair. That's fair. So 115 is about how much the rides
And
for us
as
to
long
get
as
to
it's
each other.
115, baby, I'm coming over here for random stuff. I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm coming to get in the pool. Oh, I'm coming to use your gym. Oh, I'm coming to the bar. So
Now that's something.
don't even get too comfortable with feeling like you ain't gonna see me popping up on the regular.
That was another thing that was on my list. I wanted a bar in my place because even though I haven't used it recently, when I first moved, we would go up there all the time, and we would order drinks. So yeah, I like that. I do like that.
This is staying with me.
She kidnapping my key, y'all. Kidnapping my key.
I feel like that's a good idea. Just for safety reasons.
Not for safety reasons.
Yeah, because how you gonna have both of your people? Supposed to go to somebody else in case you forget your food.
But they normally stay in the mailbox.
I don't like that.
How else am I supposed to get upstairs if I lock myself out? It need to be somewhere.
Call me.
And I gotta wait 20 to 40 minutes.
That's happening.
Girl, that's not leaving it in the mailbox. Or even asking jurisdiction.
Yeah, because see, they can open it either way. They showed me that.
Not the front desk. Jurisdiction, where I went and got the mail from.
Perfect.
Girl.
Perfect.
She
I'll still
kidnapping
send
my
you a
kid.
WhatsApp when I'm on my way. Just out of courtesy.
Well, thank
Don't
you.
be surprised.
I do think the benefit, though.
And I'm like, hey, on the 22nd floor.
I do think the benefit, though, is that you like if we're in the area, like sometimes I'll go out to like Chatuchuk or out that area and I won't have nothing to do, but I want to go to the market, but the market don't start till 5. So now I could just be like, all right, well, I had a face plumping, face slimming appointment out here at 10 a.m. I'm gonna just sit at your house until I feel like he's recording us, not himself.
As we look over, he walks away.
Right, like where the fuck are you taking the video?
Right.
Weirdo. I feel like that was hella OD on part. People, it's so funny because only in Asia do people record you and think you dumb enough to not know that they recorded you.
Yeah, I think I was recorded on the rooftop too.
When?
When we had went up there.
Oh, when you were smoking?
I seen that guy, he was doing the same thing, but it was like, the angle that I was, it didn't make sense for that to be the angle that you just decided that you're going to record yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're right here, and I'm like,
Versus putting it in front of me.
yeah, versus being like, like, weirdo. I get it. Like, it's black girls here. I just feel like every time I see somebody putting the camera at me like, that's,
yeah, I do. Don't get me wrong. I do think that I didn't realize how much they associate like people with brown skin with Africa. I think we are like an anomaly, for lack of a better way to say it. You know, kind of like the dog with the random spot on it, like as Black Americans. And I also think there's like this connotation or idea that the only ones from America that could travel are like rappers or basketball players, influencers. Which it was so funny because when she said that word earlier, I was like, damn, I hate that word. And then you said no, and I was like, nigga, the answer is yes, even though that's not what we refer to ourselves as. You're right.
Somebody, that's why I kind of like content creator. Because content creator is like, anybody can make content. And so anybody can be a content creator.
Right.
And I feel like that's an accurate statement.
I agree.
As of this moment. You know
agree.
what I'm saying? I think that when you get to a certain point, then yes, you can say that you're an influencer, right? Because you have ads where people are clearly buying things only because it's associated with your name.
There you go.
Then yes, I am an influencer.
Right.
But until then, as long as you're just watching my content.
Right.
I'm a content creator.
Yeah. And like somebody asked me earlier, he was like, did you take video of the apartment? Are you gonna put it, are you gonna, no, he said, did you take video? I said, yeah, I'm gonna put it on TikTok. And he said, I mean, on YouTube. And then he said, or are you a content creator? I think he used the right word. And then, no, but he said influencer. I don't know what he said, but my response was, no, I'm just a girl who needs to market for her businesses.
Yeah.
Right? Because honestly, if I didn't need sales from you niggas, do you think we would even want to post as much as we trying to make ourselves post? No.
And I'm in the opposite mode. It ain't really no sales. It's not a sale. Well, it's selling
The views. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's the point of it all. If that wasn't the goal, right? If we were not getting anything in that direction from it, we wouldn't be doing it. Would not be doing it. So, I don't know. I feel like people be using the words interchangeably, and they very much, like you said, mean two different things.
I mean, but
Very much. Very much.
I think
Hello, y'all. Camera creepers. They really always try to record on the low. Yes, they do. Great point. Everyone be thinking they above. That's what I'm saying. They be seeming like that's the only black people that got money who could travel. And I don't know why people in Africa, right, apparently could not be whatever and travel, but people from the United States
take the chance or no.
No, I mean, go for it. Worst case scenario, somebody come up here and say stop. Yeah. I just think they think we African all the time. That's another thing. Between them thinking that I gotta be like some rich influencer or something, and thinking I'm from Africa.
But I will say it's nice to be asked where we're from. I don't think
that is very true.
People, when we're in the States, nobody asks where we're from. They just know we're from fucking America.
That's true. But I mean, I think that aids and abets the ignorance part of what I was saying, right? Because like when you go to Puerto Rico, for example, they're probably not asking you because it's obvious because they're educated. You know, when you go to Dominican Republic, they're not asking you because it's obvious because you're educated. You know, maybe even places like Aruba and.
That's just where we was from in Colombia.
Huh?
They asked us where we was from in Colombia. Because they thought we were from Colombia.
But you know, I about to say Colombian got a bunch of cute little brown skinned girls. You know what I'm saying? So if they had access, we'd be like, "Cómo estás, papi chulo?" Then we could have said Colombia if Spanish was, fleeky. If the accent was doing what it was supposed to do, we probably could have got away with that. Same thing in Cuba. Which I feel bad for them. They is going through it right now. You know how Trump, when he got the Venezuelan president or whatever, apparently Venezuela was who was giving fuel to Cuba. So now there's no fuel going to Cuba. So they have no cars and stuff to use. They're basically riding around on bikes, electric bikes and shit, because there's no gas. So like basically everybody who had a transportation job who was driving no longer got a job. Crazy, right? So, yeah. But Cuba got some beautiful black women. Okay, Colombia got some beautiful black women. Do African men try to date y'all? What about you as black men? Okay, so the African men here are really, from my experience, and somebody could correct me if I'm wrong here. You tell me if I'm wrong. The only African men I seen was the pimps. Now, I did hear about a couple of girls who was talking to African men, but they also seem like pimps. So, no, African men do not be trying to talk to me. The black men, they are very nice here. There are lots of black men who just want to talk to other black girls. And then there's a slew of black men who prefer anything other than black women. That's their whole point of coming to Thailand, was to do something. Have somebody, be with somebody over. Huh?
Can they hear me?
Yeah, I think so.
It's the energy thing. I feel like it is a lot of black men that want to date black women here,
right,
but they don't want to date you just because you're a black woman. And you don't want to date a man just because he's a black man. You are seeing people that's from all different places.
Right.
Europe, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Virgin Islands, all different places. So I don't think that race is the first thing that people are looking for when you are traveling internationally.
Yeah.
They're just trying to see who you you are as a person. Yes, of course, you're going to have some people that's very stuck, like I only want to date black people.
Like me.
But then you have some people who are very open to meeting somebody who just matches their energy.
Because a lot of times people hear from other places, right? So, like I was just talking about there being beautiful Colombian girls or beautiful, I might find a fine-ass Colombian man, you know what I'm saying? Or a fine Cuban man. I'm also open to that. He just got to be nice and chocolate and brown, and, at least light brown around this bitch. Got to have some type of afro something solid. He identifies as a black person. That has to be a requirement. Because some of them don't think they black. There's been this whole talk on TikTok about Dominicans who don't think they black. I don't want no Dominican who don't think he black. Okay? I've been overseas for 10 years, and it's a small group of men who really want to get with long-term U.S. black women who want to live overseas for good. I think there are a slew of people who feel the same way. I know people who have met while they have been traveling, and now they get to travel the world together. And isn't that the fucking best thing that you ever could have? You know what I'm saying? Your man is randomly in some country, the girl's randomly in some country, y'all meet up and it's just like a travel love explosion of fun where y'all just get to travel the world and do it places, and that's life. I think that is like everybody's goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think one person would be unhappy with that, except maybe people can't afford to travel. Maybe they came to Thailand because they want to stay here because it's cheap. Have you seen or thought this is what? Yes. Yup. The pimps. Facts, ladies in the background. Yes, he heard you. Men looking for kind women who have a sense of humor. Yeah, I really think that'd be the bigger picture about it. And I'm not going to lie. As black women, do we get to be softer and laugh more and more giddy and all of the things because we're here? Yeah. So is it probably easier to date us here than in the States? Yeah, but it's probably easier to date y'all too. Right? You're not being worried. You're not in a car worried about being pulled over and killed by the police every day you go. You know what I'm saying? You're not worried about a whole bunch of random stuff happening to me. And because I'm sure that's a stressor. Right? You're supposed to be somebody's protector, and you worried about Lord knows what. ICE picking her up, somebody trying to rob and rape her on the way to Walmart. Just all of the things of America. So I absolutely think it's easier for everybody to date here, right? You just chilling. Niggas just living life, yeah. I feel like I'm easier to date. Would you feel like you're easier to date here? No?
I'm easier to date at this period in my life.
But you here.
Right, but I don't think that it's just because I'm here.
I do think
it's
so.
Because of the maturity, the wisdom, the growth.
Yeah, and I don't think I would want to date in America right now. If I lived in the United States, I don't think I would want to date.
But that's different. Not wanting to date, but you're still getting a different person. So, like, me, where I'm at now, I feel like it's a good time. I feel like it's a good time because it's a lot of acceptance and love for
and
myself.
Fun about to happen.
Yes.
It's turn up time, all 2026. All 2026. It really is lovely that way. Facts. It's easier for love to go outside the U.S., unfortunately. It's too stressful. Life is stressful in the U.S. I mean, you literally wake up wondering, like, man, I hope I got my rent. I hope they don't cut the lights off. I hope I don't get robbed on the way to go pick up my kids. I hope somebody don't come in my kid's school and shoot up the fucking school. Isn't that the craziest random things that you got to worry about? I just wanted to have a little baby. You know what I'm saying? I gotta worry about y'all trying to hurt my baby, trying to molest my baby, trying to rob my baby, trying to leave my baby alone. You come here. The first time I seen a kid go to the store by themselves, I was like, you need me to walk with her? She was like, oh no, they good. Kid couldn't have been no more than like 6 or 7. Left the building, went down the elevator, walked to 7-Eleven. She just handed her money too. Brought her little ass back with, I guess, everything that she could afford with whatever the money her mama gave her, which was a bunch of fucking snacks, which I just think was just the cutest, sweetest thing ever, right? Because it just gives kids get to be like kids, right? They get to like go to the corner store without somebody worrying about they're gonna hurt them. I was just like, okay, independence. You could never do that. And that's probably why kids don't be independent. It's too fucking dangerous to go, send them to go do something by themselves.
My grab person.
Downstairs. Oh, good.
Well, it says sorry to keep you waiting. I think you're trying to figure out what happened. I missed the call. But yes, I did.
So much fun in Amsterdam. Oh, that's where you are. Amsterdam definitely is on my list. I haven't been to Europe at all though, but Amsterdam is definitely on my list. I want to go to the little cafes and stuff. And I didn't really think about Berlin, but we were just talking about Germany, so I don't think that'll be hard to add Germany into the Amsterdam trip. But I definitely want to go. That's on my list. I want to eat a space cake, and I want to be frolicking in the middle of the city, just looking like a high ass tourist, not a tourist, a tourist. But I feel like that would be fun.
You don't have to worry about somebody trying to get
Baby, or putting their fingers in it, or drinking out your cup. People in the U.S. just be doing the most nastiest shit, bruh. Just like unnecessarily nasty. Like, what? You telling me I paid $15 and I come out to the car to see you eating my motherfucking food outside of my motherfucking house? You can leave that shit down there all night. Now, they might throw it away eventually because it got old, but ain't nobody gonna take it. And I even like how when you get packages, if for whatever reason they leave it over there, they take it and put it in jurisdiction to make sure that nobody take it. It's just so peaceful. If you ever want to do a live, can I cam up and have conversations about these places? Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be on live more often, so please make sure you subscribe, and I will, I'm definitely going to be trying to do this more often. I was really good at one point. I would come out here like every day around this time when the sun is setting, so I'm going to try to do better. I think all of the moving and visas and all of the things have just been a lot, but we just talked about, we are checking things off the list. I'm gonna be moving soon. All of that stuff's gonna be good, so I'm gonna have like a better routine. But yes, please, I would love that. I love talking to other expats. Raising my kids is way better as well. Oh, that's dope. I love that your kids are there. Let me tell you, I love some cultured kids, okay? I love some well-traveled children. So that is so freaking dope. Life's been a lot. I get it. And I would rather be a lot here than anywhere else, okay? Let me rephrase that. I would rather be a lot anywhere outside of the States than in the States. Because I ain't even that picky. You know what I'm saying? Lord decide, all right, you want to take me to Costa Rica? Take me to Costa Rica, Lord. You want to take me to Guatemala? Take me to Guatemala, Lord. I ain't picky. I want to see the world anyway. So yes, for sure. But I think I'm about to hop off because we're about to go eat. I appreciate you for joining and staying on. I'm definitely going to be back on tomorrow, so please join. You could definitely chat with me. I would love that. All right, I hope you guys have a good night.